Alright, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Afainia Sanadabi, and today I will present you about Ecological Index Assessment for Aquatic Ecosystems. So, aquatic ecosystems are strongly influenced by their water quality, making it necessary to use assessment methods capable of accurately describing ecological conditions. Ecological index assessments integrate various physical, chemical, and biological parameters to measure the health status of a water body. This comprehensive approach enables early detection of environmental changes and provides an objective determination of ecological conditions. The purpose of ecological index assessment is to determine the status of water quality and identify whether an ecosystem is experiencing ecological stress or not. Through this analysis, we can detect potential pollution, evaluate the habitat's ability to support aquatic life, and provide a scientific basis for decision making related to conservation, restoration, or the management of aquatic resources. So there's a physical parameters. It can be temperature. This influences the metabolisms of organisms, and if there's extreme changes of temperatures, it indicates environmental disturbance. And then there's also turbidity. High turbidity it reduces light penetration and suppresses photosynthesis. And also, it serves as an indicator of erosions or wastewater input. And then total suspended solid or TSS. It represents the amount of suspended material, and high TSS causes stress to aquatic organisms. And then there's also flow velocity. It determines the distribution of oxygen and sediments. So, interpretation of physical parameters is generally carried out by examining water stability and clarity. Clear waters with stable temperature fluctuations indicate a healthy ecosystem. Conversely, high TSS, excessive turbidity, or extreme temperature changes can serve as indicators of stress, such as uh, erosion, wastewater runoff, or habitat degradation. These values help identify the sources of physical problems within the ecosystems. Next, there's chemical parameters. It can be pH, which is the normal range of pH in aquatic ecosystem is 6.5 until 8.5. And extreme values can reduce biodiversity. And then dissolved oxygen or DO. 5 milligram per liter is healthy, but less than 3 milligram per liter is hypoxia. And then biochemical oxygen demand or BOD. High values indicate large amounts of organic pollutants, and then nutrients like nitrate and phosphate. High concentrations can trigger eutrophication or algal blooms, and then conductivity indicates dissolved ions or pollutants. Interpretations of chemical parameters is carried out by relating their values to water quality standards. High DO and low BOD indicate a healthy and stable aquatic environment. Conversely, elevated nitrate or phosphate levels indicate the potential for algal blooms. If the pH is extremely low or high, it may reflect the influence of industrial or agricultural waste. This evolution is essential for identifying chemicals stressor within the aquatic environment. And then biological parameters like macrozoobentos, we can know the biotic indices with BMWP, FBI, or ASPT, and the presence of sensitive groups of macrozoobentos like Ephemeroptera and Plecoptera. It means the water in a good quality. And then the plankton, like phytoplankton and zooplankton, abundance and composition indicate eutrophication, fish community structure, diversity, population size, and presence of invasive species. Microbial indicators like E. coli and coliform indicators of domestic wastewater contamination. So, biological indices are interpreted through organism diversity and the composition of dominant species. Healthy ecosystems typically exhibit high diversity and the presence of sensitive organisms. Conversely, dominance of tolerant organisms such as Ceramidae or cyanobacteria indicates poor water quality. High levels of coliform bacteria signal contamination from domestic waste, which can be harmful to humans and other organisms. Because biological indicators respond rapidly to ecological stress, they serve as a key component in aquatic ecological assessment. So the conclusion that ecological index assessment is essential for understanding the health of aquatic ecosystems. Evaluations that integrate physical, chemical, and biological parameters provide a comprehensive picture of environmental conditions. By knowing the health status of a water body, we can plan more effective management, mitigation, and restoration strategies to ensure the long-term sustainability of aquatic ecosystems. So this is the references I use. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.